Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca Cola 600. 43 of CST31's custody spare taking this racetrack here at Charlotte today. Only one knows to win today. This is our second crown jewel race of the season and the longest race of the season at the team's home track. And it's also the start of our in-season tournament as well. The top 16 in driver standings will fight against each other. However, we'll only be taking 8 after Charlotte, as 8 will be eliminated after this race. So before we get into our drivers to look out for, let's take a look at the in-season tournament and the drivers who are going to be part of the in-season tournament here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So here's how the in-season tournament will work. We have 16 drivers here that are like I said before, all in the top 16 in points after North Wilkesboro, and are seated where they were in points. So for example, first place in points at the time, Cameron Perkins will start alongside 16th place driver in points at the time, Chase Briscoe, and then so on and so forth. Second place in points, Graham goes against 15th place in points by after, so on and so forth. And how you eliminate your driver is pretty simple. You just gotta beat your opponent every round until you make it to the final round, the championship round, where 2 drivers to fight off with 20 extra points at Indianapolis. So if your favorite driver is in the tournament, follow along if you wish. And if you're struggling knowing who's going against who, well, we got you covered. Each of the in-season tournament drivers have a coloured rear windshield banger behind them. So for example here, William Byron and Ross Chastain are coloured in pink. That indicates they're going against each other in the tournament. So again, follow along if you want, if your favourite driver is in the tournament. But now we get to the meet and greet of this race, the Coke 600. Let's take a look at those drivers to look out for before we start the race. So, starting on pole for this race is the 19 of Chase Briscoe, who grabs his first green pole in the CST31 Cup Series. Briscoe's shown a lot of speed on these types of animated racetrack, which shouldn't come as a surprise as the old driver in this car, Montrex Jr., wasn't ace these types of racetracks. In fact, Montrex Jr. did win this race back in season number 3, back in 2020. So, can this 19 car go back to victory lane? It would be Chase Briscoe's first to win in CST31 Cup Series. And hey, he's got the same crew chief as well that won that 600, James Small. So, is this today Briscoe's first win? We'll see. But if he wants to win this race, he'll have to go against the guy alongside him, Kyle Larson, who's shown all the speed this weekend. Quickest in practice at the best 10-lap average. Keep an eye on this 5-car, it is going to steal the show here at Charlotte. Now Larson's attempting double today. He's attempted both the Indy 500 and the Coca Cola 600, along with another driver who we'll talk about in a second. So far today has not gone so well for Larson as he got taken out in the Indy 500, but looks to rebound today with a good run and possibly win here at Charlotte. Starts second, even on this 5-car, he will be contender for the race win. Joe Logano was our most recent winner at North Wilkesboro. Starts 15th in today's race, starts deeper in the field, but keep your eyes on Joe Logano. He's more been all over the place besides being racetracks. He was mid at Las Vegas, but had a top 10 car at Kansas, so we'll see what speed Logano can bring up today. And how about some guys starting near the back of the field today? Connor Zillers, the young phenom, making his CST31 Cup Series debut for Trackhouse Racing's 91 entry. If you thought Corey Heim was the most hyped up young guy, no, you haven't seen Connor Zillers. This is the most hyped up young gun the sport has seen in quite a few years since, I don't know, since the last big talent came into the sport. Zillage is currently on pace to having one of the best O'Reilly seasons so far this year. Starts 29th, not great, but I mean, he's just getting some low experience. He is currently rumored to be running full-time Trackhouse next year. It's only a rumor, but we'll see what happens there. He starts 29th, good luck to him. And finally, Alex Palou, the IndyCar driver, the other driver doing the double today, will also be making his CST31 Cup Series debut here at Charlotte for the second race for Pros Incorporated. Palou, unlike Larson, actually went ahead and won the Indy 500, so I'm not saying he's going to win the Coke 600 because he has 0 Cup experience whatsoever, but keep your eyes on Alex Palou. This guy is a beast in IndyCar right now. Seriously, the only guy who's been in the championship right now is Will Power back in 22, so keep your eye on Alex Palou. This guy is unpredictable. He could be a dark horse maybe a top 20 today. We'll see. But that being said, let's down trackside for your pre-race ceremonies. Now, unfortunately, we do come into this race weekend racing in somber. We lost 2 NASCAR legends during the off period. Gentleman Ned Jarrett unfortunately passed away at the age of 93. One of the pioneers of stock car racing back in them days, turned broadcaster, Jarrett will never be forgotten for his accomplishments in the sport. But unfortunately, his passing was overshadowed by the tragic and sudden passing of our Season 1 champion, Kyle Busch, who unfortunately passed away due to a sudden illness at age 41. Our Season 1 champion has 8 career wins in the series, second most all-time to Kevin Perkins. Our wheelman behind the wheel shocked the racing world by sudden his passing, and it hit us real big here in Season 1 Cup Series and NASCAR. Today, the 8-car will race with Jesse Love behind the wheel. It is unknown what will happen to that car, but we do know is that it will be renumbered to the 33 after this race at Charlotte. We would like to take a moment's silence to remember both Busch and Jarrett, including, and also, we also take a moment of silence and pray for both the Jarretts and Busch family during this terrible time. Thank you. May Jarrett and Busch rest in peace. Let's settle down to your national anthem now. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's stand trackside for your command.
Owen Wilson.
Drivers, start your engines!
And as Carl and Joe wanted to do, the show must go on. Engines begin to fire up here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Before we get into the race though, we've got to look at your starting lineup. Let's do that real quick. So starting the pole is 19 of Chase Burst like I said before. He starts alongside the 5 Kyle Larson. Row 23 Bob Watson, 24 William Byron. Row 3 is Ross Chastain and Ryan Blaney. Row 4 is 77 Carl Holtzman and 11 of Denny Hamlin. And around the top 10 of row 5 is 54 Ty Gibbs and 71 of Mike McDowell. Row 6 is the 45 Ty Reddick and the 20 of Christopher Bell. Row 7 is 43 of Eric Jones and the 22 of last race winner Joe Logano. Row 8 is 61 of Cam Perkins and the 17 of Chris Buescher. Row 9 is 21 of Josh Berry and the 47 of Rick Snell Jr. Good quality runs from him. Row 9 top 20 in row 10 is the 40 of Alex Bond and 99 Dan Suarez. Row 11 is 3 of Austin and the 38 Zane Smith. Row 12, the 35 of Corey Hammond and 6 of Brad Kelsey. Got some work to do in this race. Row 13 is the quote teammates of A. John Deere and the GOAT, Ty Dillon. Row 14 is 60 of Ryan Priest and the 42 of John Nemechek. And row 15, like I said before, is Connor Zillage, making his debut today, and 2 of Austin Cindric. Row 16 is the 31 also making his debut, Alex Blow, and the 34 Todd Gilliland. Row 17 is Jimmy Johnson back for another race, and the 41 of Cole Custer. Row 18 is 7 of Justin Haley, and the 29 of Eric Amarola making a one-off start here. Hello, Eric Amarola, welcome back. Row 19 is Best Buds of Riley Herbst and Noah Gregson. And round out the top 40 in row 20 is kind of an 8 row here. We've got 88 of SVG, and the 8 for one final time. Unfortunately, it's not Kyle Busch, it's the 8 of Jesse Love. Row 21, it's the 25 Roger Cruz, finally making an entry in the 25 star this year, and the 51 of Cody Ware. And around the field all by himself, it's the 9 of Chase Elliott, who did not take a qualifying lap, had some sort of mechanical issue beforehand, had to start tailing the field. Tough break for Chase Elliott. Loyal Cars DQ this race weekend. Corder joined 01, making his second race of the year. Josh Blakey once again in 15. Chandler Smith for the second time this year for DQs. JJ Ely, Chad Fincham, that 52 team just can't seem to qualify for just one race. Timmy Hill, BJ McLeod, and Brett Moffitt all missed the show this week. Tough break for them. And so here are your race facts for today's race. We've got 43 drivers, 25 laps around here at Charlotte. Fuel is about 10 to 15 laps, so we could be looking at a 2-stopper here. However, you could stretch it to a 1-stop strategy, if possible, if you can stretch the fuel. Halfway point is coming at number 13, so that should be really interesting there. Zooming chance of rain, bright and sunny day, it'll be a day to night race. First race of the instant tournament, Chase Briscoe starts the pole for this race, like I said before, and we're ready to get this race started. Yes, the field comes through turn 3 and 4. A race for them who made the ultimate sacrifice for us. Green flags in the air, and the 600's underway. Larson leads that one here at Charlotte, no surprise there. The battle's going to be on for third though. Here comes Carson Hulsevad, the Hurricane, looking inside of William Byron. Hulsevad started 7, is already up to a battle for third. 7's got some speed in it today. I wouldn't be surprised. Hulsevad is desperate for points today, and this is a good race to catch the whole rest of the field. Still side by side, low side, William Byron. He's going to get the run and nearly come a full. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Puts Stoneside up to third position. Got 24 back to fourth. Not over yet. Here comes Hatler. Then he looks inside William Byron now for the fourth position. Byron gets the good run on the outside lane, and we still stay side by side with Hamlin. Down the back straight they go. Ty Gibbs also there too. It's just going to make it 3 wide to the inside of them. Instead, screw you, Hamlin. I'm not going to help you. I'm going to go for fourth. It's going to cost him anyway because William Byron gets around him anyway to go back to fourth place. Ready on for fifth though. Ty Gibbs looking inside Denny Hamlin. Hamlin the outside lane is going to probably surveil him. Yes, he will. Side by side, still Gibbs trying to find inside lane, but 11's going to swing around on the outside. Put 11 car back to fifth. Gibbs back to sixth. Never mind, here comes Blinn inside of him. They're going to go side by side for the sixth position. Outside, inside lane, going to be very equal today, so you can make movement both the inside and the outside, which is something that is very unique to Charlotte here. Eric Jones looking pretty good so far, but Wallace not so good so far. He's jumping through the field early on. Back to the front though, Bow second is on. Here comes Hurricane, looking for a bumper of Chase Briscoe for the second position. Briscoe's starting to fade here just a little bit. That's set up that strange small pit into that 19 car. Isn't looking too good so far. I better hope it works in the night time. Hulsevad swings to the inside and will take position away from Chase Briscoe. Not here yet, and now he is. Puts 7 up to second. Drop 19 back to third. Hulsevad's got a really good car today. Can this be the day Hulsevad gets his first career win? He's got to chase down Larson, though, who we know has the best car all race long. Oh, trouble! Zillage! Oh, tough break for him. Gets into the outside wall and brings down our first caution of the day. Now, I'm not too sure how he got in a position and got into the outside wall there. I'm going to assume he got loose or fall and got himself to the wall, but man, tough break for Zillage. Not the way he wanted to go in his debut race. He wanted at least a decent finish, but unfortunately, he's going to get pushed by a truck, safety truck, and took to pit road. Tough break for Zillage, man. Hate to see it for him, but it's just a welcome to the big lead type moment, I say. Just one of those moments. Let's see what happens with our first caution of the day. Coming off turn 4 here. Yeah, he got loose or full. Maybe he may have contact from below there. And then gets loose, overcorrects, and bang! Into the wall he goes. Just a little overcorrection there for Zillage. Look at Gregson. Barely missed Zillage down there. Zillage did a good job of trying not to hit Gregson there. Good job to him, though. But it's not going to help him continue on this race. It looks like, yeah, team's pushing the only one car behind the wall. Day done. Tough break for Zillage. Again, not the way you want to go on his debut, but hey, he's still got plenty of chances left. He's got Walking Slam. We know how good he's got road courses, so he might show some speed there. We'll see. Anyways, pit lane is open, and some leaders are going to come to pit road. Holdford stays out, though. That's interesting. But however, let's send down to your pit reporters.
Race leader Kyle Larson brings the 5 car to pit lane. He'll be doing the 2-stop strategy along with several other front runners up front. Me and my Hulsevad do believe he's going to do the 1-stop strategy, which is going to be risky for that 77 team, despite where they are in points. Larson has no complaints over the 5 car. In fact, he hasn't said anything over the radio since the drop with the green flag. Should be a regular 4-star fill and stop, and he'll be away.
Chase Briscoe describes his race car as, quote, tighter as a fishing rod, saying the car is way too tight in the corners. They're going to put a wedge adjustment in his 19 car, along with regular full-time fuel, and stop, and he'll be away. Battery in the booth.
Thanks, guys. Denny Hamlin's going to win the race off pit road, followed by Blaney, Reddick, and Bell. Looks like it's a 2-charge strategy from those drivers. I like that call there. If you can keep the track position, this could be big for these guys here. I know Ham and Blaney were up front early on, but Reddick and Bell, they were mid-pack. I think that's a good strategy for them, so we'll see how it plays out here. Dillard's into the outside wall early. Don't get right back after these quick fast messages.
Ever since we hired Dale Jr. at IHOP, breakfast has been moving fast.
All right, more plates of pancakes, shot of serve, table 3, go, go, Huh? Is that Dale Jr.?
Order for catering?
Look, it's pancakes! Dine-in delivery catering.
Will you sign my pancakes?
Welcome back to Charlotte. Denny Hamlin, who just won the race on pit road, is going to restart in 14th place. 13 cars stay in the racetrack, and are going to take an alternate strategy out there. This should be interesting. It's mostly guys who are mid-pack or tail in the field. Holzveld was a front runner. He stayed on the race along with Wallace, McDowell, Berry, Swervers. That's going to be top 5. Here we come to reset stone, boys and gals. Green flags back up here at Charlotte. McDowell giving his teammates Holzveld a big shove that sends the Hurricane to the race lead. Big relief for Holzveld. Here comes Keselowski, 3 right up top of Berry on Swervers. Keselowski was best like 20th, and now he's up to 4th. Good speed from Keselowski as the field flies on by down the back straightaway. And as the leaders come off turn 4, we go start on lap 8. Remember, Kyle Busch. Holzveld continues to lead. Keselowski, the biggest mover so far, up to 2nd place. He's the man on the move right now. The battle for 3rd is going to be on. McDowell looks inside of Bo Wallace for the 3rd position. Wallace will swing around the outside lane and will keep 3rd. McDowell stays in 4th. But here comes Daniel Swervers now looking to inside Mike McDowell. Swervers needs a good points today, and with double points on the line, this could be a crucially big day for this 9-9 team, as they'll clear McDowell off 4, and will put Swervers into the 4th position. McDowell drops back to 5th. Not a good lap there for Mike McDowell. They're losing 2 positions in the program. Well, for 1 position, but it's still. Now we're into lap number 10. This is where we enter the fuel window for these guys who haven't pitted yet. Obviously, the guys who did pit can go a little further on. But for the guys who haven't pitted yet, we're in that fuel window. But I don't think they'll pit right now. It's still a little while. They'll probably stay out for a while longer. Plus, we're going to let's go to halfway bonus. And for guys like Holzveld, Keselowski, Wallace, Swervers, and McDowell, they will love to take away some of these halfway points. And guys like Larson, Hamlin, who is definitely the biggest mover right now. Hamlin looks like McDowell right now for the 5th position. McDowell might have gaining halfway points here as Hamlin drives around the outside of him. Will take 4th in the way. Tyler Reddick there too. Tyler Reddick doing good so far early on. Coming to 2 laps go for the halfway points awarded. Brad Keselowski, slowly but surely, is starting to close in this rear bumper of Carson Holzveld right here. Keselowski looks to have a decent long run car. I guess he just needed some more. More of the cleaner air, and he's got it now. He's got some more. He's got better track position. As Swervers looks inside Bubba Wallace now for the 3rd position. Coming to the halfway bonus there. Good again. This could be good place to start 9-9 team. Bubba Wallace as well. He's out just outside top 10 points after a good run North Wilkesboro. Good halfway points there could help him out crucially. So now we have 1 lap to go for the halfway points to award, and the car's coming to pit road already. Nemechek took 2 tires. He's now ahead of the race leaders. Jesse Levin didn't take any tires, and it's unfortunately a lap down. Sad for Jesse Levin there. Coming to about 3, 1 final tire, because I'll see right down Holzveld, but he's not close enough. Can he send it in there? Not so much. Off of 4, here they come, and the green checker goes in the air, and Carson Holzveld takes crucially 20 halfway bonus points. That's good for him. Keselowski 2nd. Swervers comes to last line 3rd. Wallace 4th, and Denny Hamlin barely holds off Tyler right for the 5th position right now. Let's keep an eye on this battle, because this will probably end up being the battle for the race lead here. These guys are going to come to pit road probably this time by. Reddick ducks the inside of Hamlin, but Hamlin, good run on the outside lane, is going to keep the 5th position away, as here comes Holzveld the pit lane. Keselowski though stays on the racetrack. Swervers and Bubba Wallace follow along with him as well. Zane Smith also just came to pit road. He's already a lap down though. But now the question is, when will this 16 come to pit lane? I would think this time by, because I don't think he's going to stay much longer, as Austin Dillon has a tire issue down there. He only took 2 tires as well. That could bring out debris caution. Keselowski better come to pit road this time by before the pit's closed, and he will. Here comes Keselowski to the pit lane. Dillon also was safe to come to pit lane as well. We'll look if I need debris out there, if it will bring out a debris caution, as Hamlin will take the lead here at Charlotte Motor Speedway over Tyler Reddick. Trouble back straightaway. Never mind, Shane McGinsberg's around, and he'll bring out the 2nd caution of the day. And this is a good break, or a bad break for some teams who are lapped down right now. It comes at a cost of SVG spinning down the back straightaway. Tough break for him. I can't tell if Track is having a good day or a bad day today, because they brought up the first 2 cautions today. Tough break for Trackhouse. I don't know if he slipped on any debris that Austin might have had. I'm getting reports now it was a loose wheel and not a tire going out from the free car. So tough break for Austin there. It's currently a lap down. So his bad year continues on. Same as Shane, he's not too much luck either this year. He'll get the car driving away, he's perfectly fine. A little bit of damage to the side of his car, he did maybe kiss the inside wall there, but it's nothing that's worrying. It looks like he'll continue on the race. As it looks like we're going to get a replay here, so it happened to run out our second caution of the day. So coming off turn number 2 here, it looks like he just got loose underneath the 20 of Christopher Bell. Racing him hard for some reason, I don't know where. Whatever the case is, he spins down the back straightaway. Does he kiss the inside wall here? Yeah, a little bit. Not too hard of a hit. He'll get going, but wasn't too hard of a hit. He's lucky it wasn't as where as it was, but still tough break for Shane. He'll be stuck a lap down now. He could get the free pass, we get another yellow flag, but there's a couple other cars a lap down right now, so that's going to be a tall task to get him back in this race, which I don't think he is going to today, so tough break for him. Anyways, pit lane is open and everyone else, all the lead lap cars who pitted beforehand, we're going to repit once again for the second pit of the day. Let's send down to your pit reporters. Once again.
Tyler Reddick is pretty happy with his race car today. He would like the car to loosen up just a little bit there, as those like to arc the corners on the east side of the racetrack. However, it's going to be a slow pit stop for the 45 team. It's going to cost them a bit of tractors in the racetrack.
For the first time today, Kyle Larson was put into dirty gear, and it really showed. He kept on complaining to the radio saying that the car was plowing tight. So they're going to take a huge adjustment on the track bar, and along with a fairly left full tire fuel and stop, he'll be away.
Chris Gale's 2-tire strategy played wonders to this 11 team, as they say here who they believe is the fastest car on the racetrack, Kyle Larson. Though they did come to the radio a couple times saying that his left front tire might be going down. So they're going to take an air flow adjustment to this 11 car, with a regular full tire fuel and stop, he'll be away. Bash in the booth.
Thanks guys, Chase Briscoe is going to win race off Perry, followed by Hammond and Larson. I believe the 19 team only took 2 tires, so this should be interesting here, because everyone behind them took 4 tires. So see how this plays out. They're not going to be race leaders, however, as a couple cars staying out ahead of them. Free pass will go to Zane Smith, he'll get back on the lead lap, and Josh Berry and Noah Grayson, I do believe, are going to take the wave around. I believe Jesse Love's going to come to pit lane and just kept full tires on, because he's not surviving the entire race on the same set of tires, because that's just unheard of. But hey, Caboose could do that, you know. Anyways, SVG spins down the back straight away. Don't get right back up these quick about some messages.
We get it. Consumer Cellular can help people cut the cost of their cell phone bill. But ever since Brad cut the top off his car, he's obsessed with cutting all sorts of stuff to show how much people can save.
200 bundt cakes for Talladega? Is that going to be enough?
But this has gone way too far.
Brad! I couldn't even find the remote.
Oh, I hate that.
It's a situation. Hey, Brad, I got a question.
See how we can cut your bill. Call Consumer Cellular.
Welcome back to Charlotte. So like I said before, couple cars stay on the racetrack. Those are the guys who pitted beforehand. Holstevard, Suarez, Wallace and Kozlowski all stay out and gain massive track position. Good jobs then, especially Suarez and Kozlowski, who were nowhere close to top 10 early on. To hit the restart zone we go. Holstevard chose the outside lane for this restart. Suarez second, Wallace third, Kozlowski fourth. Chase Briscoe has 2 tires. What can he do? He's got now in 5th. Here we come to restart zone. Green flags back out here at Charlotte. Good restart for Holstevard. Suarez did not get going. Holstevard off to the race leaders. They are 4 wide behind them. Wallace did inside for second. Hammond ripping up top. And Ryan Blaze around further back. The Toyota's involved. Logano, Elliott. Oh, big hit for Ryan Blaney. Cautions out once again on the restart. And there are not only huge chance implications in this one, but also into tournament implications in jeopardy as well. Logano, Blaney, Gibbs, Bell, Corey Heim also involved as well. Blaney, Gibbs, and Bell, the only ones not to drive away. Heavy rear end damage to Ryan Blaney's machine, absolutely demolished the rear end. Ty Gibbs, Christopher Bell's cars all torn up. They were junked all over the place. Joey Logano also involved. He'll drive away for an instant seat, only spun to the inside. Doesn't seem like too much down to 22 cars, so he is good to go. But what a midday has gotten even more mid or worse-ish, I don't know. And on payroll right now, Chris Buescher, Chase Elliott's miserable day continues. Ricky Stenhouse, he was having a decent run today. And then Corey Heim, second in points, going to the garage. Huge implications for that 35 team. 13F for them. Oh my goodness. Red flag is displayed. Cars are stopped on the front straightaway to clean up the mess as Gibbs, Bell, and Bellini's cars are stopped in the middle of the racetrack. So for safety, we'll put out the red flag here at Charlotte. Safety 2 to the scene. Man, this is indications for basically everything here. Let's look at replay, see what happens, bring out our second caution of the day. I meant third caution of the day. Let's come into turn 1 here. Looks like Reddit got Blaney loose and Blaney just lost it and gets into everyone, nowhere to go. Gibbs, Bell, High nowhere to go. Stenhouse and Chris Bush again trying the outside ball, trying to check up. Big impact outside ball for Ryan Blaney. Rear end absolutely destroyed. Thankfully Blaney did get out of his race car and was alright, but scary hit for him. He is done for the day along with Ty Gibbs. Tough break for them. They were top 10 in points, so they're going to drop down in points a little bit. So tough break there for them. Christopher Bell was trying to make his way to the front, had gone up back-to-back second place finishes, and now he gets a DNF. So tough break for Christopher Bell. All that momentum just went off a cliff very quickly, didn't it? So he's got some recovery to do here. And the free pass will go to Ryan Preece. He'll get back on the lead lap. It's about to mention Ryan Preece all day long because he hasn't really done much and he has struggled this entire race. So tough for Ryan Preece, but he's back on lead lap, so we'll see what we can do here. So a big crush and restart takes down multiple contenders. Doing a right back up these quick burst messages.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
Make all the best moves, and then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. Things happen that are out of your control. And when debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control. National Debt Relief is the most trusted debt relief company in America and can get you back on track and then control. And they don't just patch things up. They help you build a winning strategy so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. National Debt Relief helps reduce your debt so you can focus on moving forward. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Welcome back to Charlotte. Bell, Gibbs, Blaney and Heim all done for the day in the garage area. Tough break for them. Elliott, Bush, and Stenhouse are back on the racetrack but are damaged and probably not getting attention for the race win. Same as Logano as well. Anyways, back to the race, so we go. We still got a race to finish. Host versus leader once again. Bubba, Suarez, Hamlin, Larson, Zashel top 5. We're officially under lights. We got 8 laps started here at Charlotte. Who's going to win it? Let's find out. Green flags back out here at Charlotte. Decent restart from Holster, but here comes Hamlin. Rolling in the outside lane. Great restart for Denny Hamlin, but Holster though is going to clear him off turn number 2 here. Meanwhile, Bubba Wallace gets dropped outside top 5 immediately. Terrible restart from him. Suarez and Larson pouncing him real quick on the inside. Flyers would come down that straightaway, but here comes that 5, like I said. Kyle Larson had also a good restart here. He's up to the 3rd position. What else can we do? We know Larson has the best 10 lap average and it's the best car in the racetrack. Sheer Chris Gapert and Denny Hamlin. The question is now, can he catch up to 7-11 car or is it too little too late? We got 7 laps to go though, so see what this 5 car can do. But can Carson Holtzford hold off Denny Hamlin? Denny wants the race lead. Carl Holtzford wants to win his first Season 1 Cup Series race. And how about doing the biggest race, the Coke 600, one of the crown jewels in the Season 1 Cup Series. Denny goes down low. Holtzford rips the outside lane. Oh, Denny got a good run in the inside. Holtzford tries to break the draft, sneaks it down the back straightaway, but Denny comes to the inside of him. Side by side of turns 3 and 4. Per Kyle Larson in this battle as well. 5 laps to go, coming to the stripe right about now. Denny's going to get the lead. He'll lead this lap. Denny's led every race so far, minus Canada, got taken out. Holtzford, though, will fight back on the inside lane. He can't in it, though, and here comes Kyle Larson now. Something that the 11 car did not want to see. He better hope Holtzford holds him up. Larson, though, Holtzford tries to side draft. Can't do anything though. Put the 5 car up to the 2nd position. Holtzford drops Kit to the 3rd position. Side by side with Cameron Perkins, who I've only just realised in this battle. Where the heck did he come from? I think he started 9th up to 3rd. That 61 car is coming up quick. 4 laps to go though. Kyle Larson is coming. Can Denny Hamlin hold him off? Larson with another good run. He loves the inside lane. Like I said earlier, both the outside and inside lane are going to be preferred all day long. But as the track has cooled down, that inside lane has become a little more preferred. But Denny can hold his ground on the outside lane pretty strong. Larson sends it into free. Can't do anything with it. Denny took still the race leader, coming to 3 laps to go here at Charlotte. Can Denny Hamlin hold off Kyle Larson? He'll go low this time. That's not good. Larson loves the outside lane. He's going to roll on the outside lane. Then an amazing block down low will still keep the race lead. Larson knows not going to give it. To the inside he'll go. Side by side for the race lead here at Charlotte. Coming to 2 laps to go here. Larson with the run on the inside. Can Hamlin hold up there? No, he can't. Larson with a good run off the corner. 2 laps to go right here. Kyle Larson to the point. But Denny Hamlin's not going to give up on the outside lane though. He has a good one in turns 1 and 2. And Larson slips up a little bit. That's good enough for Hamlin. They just stay side by side, racing down the back straight they go. And Perkins makes it 3 wide. What a run for Perkins to the inside. Hamlin's going to bail out of it. Side by side in the turns 3 and 4. Larson, Perkins, who's going to give up 4? Here we come, racing to the white flag here at Charlotte. White flag goes in the air. Kyle up to the points, and Denny makes it 3 wide for the race lead. What a battle we have up front. Perkins in the middle, Larson up top, Denny down low. Perkins with a terrific run in the middle lane. Perkins to the race lead here at Charlotte. Out of nowhere. Larson, does he have one last run in? Denny's out of it. Into 3 and 4. One final time. Larson sends it. Cannot get it done. Off of 4. Cameron Perkins. 10th career win. It happens here at Charlotte. Let's go! Yeah! Hell yeah, guys. That was for you, KB. That is how you get it done. Yeah! Cameron Perkins, out of nowhere, steals one here at Charlotte. 10th career win, becomes the first driver in history to reach a double-digit win count. Big win for him, and he's the points as well, so this is a big win for him in the point standings. This is how he got it done. We've got 2 replays here. First off, amazing 3 wide move to the inside, amazing run up the corner, gets inside of Hamlin Larson for the race lead. He didn't quite clear off Larson though. Larson still had a good run off turn 4 and kept the race lead. But this was the moment where he got the race lead. Off of 4, coming to the white flag, Hamlin makes it a desperate 3 wide move to the inside of both Perkins and Larson. Nearly had it made, but Perkins had this amazing run in the middle lane, shoots the middle of them and goes to the race lead. What a move by Perkins, and what a win and emotional victory for him. And there you have it, guys. Cameron Perkins gets the win here at Charlotte. 10th career win. First win as well for Spy Motors as well, since he does drive for them in the series. And of course, the emotional win as well has the Cowboys flag in the window net. Great day for Cameron Perkins here today at Charlotte. Also, what does he sound like me for? Whatever. He'll be from himself on today's race. Cameron Perkins gets the win, Larson 2nd, Hamlin 3rd, William Byron, much needed strong run for him in 4th, Brad Keselowski quiet and good run for him in 5th. Good run for him, he runs at top 5. Carlos Holzbard so close to his first win, but comes home in 6th. He fell back late. Bad handling car was the issue on him. Tough break for Holzbard. Holzbard to finish 6th. He got a lot of points today, which is something he did need from this race. Reddick 7th, Wallace 8th, 2011 good runs today, other than Corey. Ty Dillon, top 10 tie gets yet another top 10 in 9th. How about that? And Eric Jones rounds at top 10 in 10th. Good run for Eric Jones, one he also definitely needed as well. Other notable finishes, Chase Briscoe, 14th. That 2-tire strategy did not pay off. He fell back to 14th. John Nemechek actually got the fastest lap awards. Congratulations to him. He finished 17th. Zane Smith fell lap down, got back on the lead lap. Comes back to finish 18th. Ross Chastain, horrible run for him today. It was just a no-show the entire race. Started 5th, fell back almost immediately. 19th finish for he'll finish. Josh Berry ran to top 20 in 20th. Alex Pollard in his debut didn't do too bad in 23rd, completes the double, so congrats to him. Not bad for him. And everyone else down below. Eric can run this one-off race, comes in 26, not too bad. At least a good send-off. Everyone else down below, either bad runs. Chase out last finished up in 34th. I don't know how he even finished that race. And then obviously Arshia Kerr's first 2 lap down. Hate to see it for them, the circumstances behind it. Obviously the 8 car will be retired by the end of this race. The 33 car will be their entry for the rest of the year, the full-time entry. I don't know what else is going to be with the part-time entry, but we'll see. And then obviously everyone else down below. Wells last car finished the race, and then obviously you have a lot of DNF'd as well. Zilish in his debut, dead last. Separate there for him. And before we go check the points, here are the instant tournament results after Charlotte. Drivers who advanced to the next round being Perkins, Kozlowski, Hamlin, Byron, Reddick, Larson, Dillon, and Logano will all make it to the next round. Some of them like Blaney, Bell, Gibbs, they were all kind of high, and they were all kind of one defeatedly because they had DNF from them. Be interesting to see how it goes at Talladega, next race for the instant tournament. If you've ever made it, congratulations. I made it, so I'm happy. And so here are your point standings after Charlotte. Cameron Perkins, after his win, has a 21-point lead over Denny Hamlin. He did finish first. He didn't gain too much on him. Larson, after a good day, he jumps up to third in points. Reddick, fourth. Chastain is now fifth in points. Corey Hunt, after his DNF, dropped to 16 points. Ty the GOAT, doing goaty things in seventh. That's my boy. Byron, Kozlowski, Wallace, they round at your top 10. And it's Logano, Priest, somehow managed to still be 12th, I think. Bell, Blaney after their DNF, they drop in points. Briscoe 15th, Ty Gibbs dropped now to 16th in points. Top rate there for him. Omniga, Busher, Nemechek doing good so far, still top 20 points. And Alex Bowman ran at the top 20 in the standings. Other notables include Chase Elliott, who is 27th in points today. He is having a horrible year so far. Dennis Ware dropping in points a little bit. He's up to 22nd in points. And then at the cut line, Kyle Helsfeld on this good day, finally he gets to qualify for a race finally. At long last. He doesn't need to race his way in at long last, so congrats to him. Austin Dillon, unfortunately, still below the cut line. He's having a horrible year so far and just wants to change his luck around. 3 points behind, 2 points least behind Cody Ware, so we got, you know what next race is going to be. Hopefully he can pass him then, so we'll see. And everyone else down below is just, you know, part-time guys you don't really expect and all that, so yeah. I will say the 31 car did get 20 points today, so thank you Alex Palou for bringing Perkins Corporate out of 1 point. It's like the one thing that team's done this year. Even though they ran 2 stuff, but whatever. Anyways, that will do it here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. A fantastic race. Cameron Perkins, 10th career in the series. The points leader's got some momentum going his way, and he needs it because next race, Talladega Super Speedway, the Jack Links 500. That is going to be the wild card race. That will probably decide who your champions are going to be for this season. What'll be next race though? Here at Charlotte, this is us at Season 31 Racing Network. Sign up to Cameron Perkins, Inspire Motorsports, and winning the Coca Cola 600 here at Charlotte. This is us at Season Network though. Sign up for now though.